Hey, this is George here. We're going to Georgie's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing out there today? Everyone's having a good week, good weekend. We've celebrated, had a nice Thanksgiving with their families. Hope that was good for you all. We'll do celebrate. And before we get into the video today, I want to thank all the people that watched my one last week on the Kiss Alive 50th anniversary unboxing. So a lot of people watched it, and I was really surprised how many people watched it. I really was, because other people were showing it anyway, on other format, on the vinyl format. But the people watching, I was very happy. I got really good comments. Got a lot of new subscribers from it, which again shocked me. So thank you to all of you that subscribe to the channel. And if those people are just looking for Kiss content, you look at my playlist. There's 14 videos of Kiss content. If you just want to look for that, look for that. I did a lot of those. There's still more to come. It's still my favorite band. I love doing stuff on Kiss, but it's just crazy how many people watch that. Anyway, I thank them for that, and the new subscribers. I hope you stay, because you never know the way YouTube goes up and down with the numbers. But anyway, I do more than that and just Kissed Up. I do like today's video, which is my favorite albums from favorite Thrash albums from each year, from 1983 to 92. And I did something similar last year for death metal, but I did it for Gruesome Sean, collecting death metal. Gruesome Sean did his channel, but I did a little response for this. And I decided I'm gonna do one for thrash metal. I have one for glam metal too, but I'm gonna do the thrash metal one today. So I picked 83 to 92. That's kind of the sweet spot when thrash started, till it kind of like faded out a little bit. You know, not as popular as it was. So I picked there's 10 of my favorites, and then I picked 2 honorable mentions for each year, and a lot of these bands can be repeated. It's just the way it is. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, well, just to pick different bands. I'm gonna pick what I like, and you tell me in the comments what you think. And I'm already knocking stuff over because everything's stacked up next to me. So let's go. So we're gonna start, of course, with 1983, and first year of really that thrash really became popular. So, and I'll show you 2 albums that kind of honorable mentions, or this kind of made, could have made the list. But the first one is Show No Mercy from Slayer. Honorable mention from '83. Really, their debut, and still a really good album. So it could have made the top 1, but for me, it's it's an honorable mention. I mean, you got great songs like Evil Has No Boundaries, The Antichrist, Die by the Sword, great stuff like that. And another one, Heavy Metal Maniac. Excited. Now people think about speed metal. To me, it's speed metal. Thrash metal really is not like a huge, big difference. So I put it in that kind of category. So Heavy Metal Maniac, another great album. This one's got great songs like Stand Up and Fight and Heavy Metal Maniac title track. So, but for me, excuse me, my favorite, 1983 is still going to be Metallica's Kill 'Em All. Just for like Hit the Lights, The Full Horseman, and Jump in the Fire alone, and Phantom Lord. It's just a great album. Whiplash. To me, this is the first true thrash album, in my opinion, and it's still my favorite thrash album. So I had to Kill 'Em All for 1983 is my favorite one. So that's just my opinion. Your opinions may differ, but to me, that's what it is. All right, then we go on to 1984, and 2 honorable mentions for this one. Let's go with another Metallica album, which is Ride the Lightning, which people probably put that one number 1 for 1984. But for me, it's just on there, but it's a great album, though. It could have made number 1. And the other one is Exciter, another one. Exciter. Violence and Force, which is another fantastic album. The title track, Pounding Metal, and Sword of Darkness. Great stuff on it. That albums, songs aren't maybe as popular, but this popular album. It's a silly cover, but it's a great album. So these 2 are the honorable mentions, Ride the Lightning and Violence and Force is my favorite one. And people may not consider this as a thrash album, but it's got a lot of thrash elements, especially this first album. I absolutely love it, and it's the debut from Metal Church. I mean, come on. I mean, the title track, Metal Church, Merciless Onslaught is a thrash song. And, Gods of Wrath is awesome. Great tune there. Battalions, love it. Even the cover of Deep Purple Highway Star is great. So I count it. It's my favorite one from 1984 thrash albums. I still count it as a thrash album, but first Metal Church definitely had to be on there. All right, now we go down to 1985. I have 2 honorable mentions for this one. Hell Awaits from Slayer. Again, people might put this one at number 1. I know it's one of their most popular ones for most fans, but for me, it's honorable mention. It's still a great one. Just for Don't Let Me Sleep. It's probably my favorite song on here. And Spreading Disease from Anthrax. Another one for the Big 4. And Madhouse is awesome. Aftershock, Medusa, great tune there. So these two are my honorable mentions for that year. And for 1985, my favorite one is Overkill's Field of Fire. Absolutely love Overkill. And this is one of my favorite ones by them. Just Raise the Dead and Rotten to the Core. There was Tomorrow, Hammerhead, Field of Fire, of course. The title track, Overkill. Great tune. Title song, I should say. So Field of Fire, 1985, my favorite from Thrash album from that year. And we go to 1986. This one was a tough one to pick. The three albums were easy to pick. Which two I don't mention which one would be the major one. It was hard, but it went this way. Slayer, Rain and Blood really could have made top one. Really, it really could have. It was like a smidge, but I put it. I will mention. It's a fantastic 28-minute freaking onslaught of thrash masterpiece, and of course, Peace Selves with Megadeth, another fantastic album. Could have made a top one too. For most people, could have. So these two thrash pieces, as they call it, like Darcy likes to say. But the number one star still is another Metallica, Master of Puppets. Absolutely love it. It's still the first Metallica album I bought, and you can see it's still hanging on the wall behind me. And for Battery, the title track, yeah, played to death. But I love Disposable Heroes, Leper Messiah. I love the title, the instrumental Orion, the Damage Inc. is a great tune. So there you go. How to put that in there. That's my ones for 1986. 1987, another tough one. Because the one I'll mention is I knew was going to be in there. The other one could have been number one, and it was tough for me for this one, but I did this way. So, first Death Angel, the Ultraviolence. Another one, again, crazy that they're just kids doing this. I mean, kids, 15 to 17, making this incredible thrash album. Could have been number one, but it's an honorable mention. And this kills me because this is my favorite album by this band, but I picked one over this one. It's Overkill Taking Over. I love Overkill. My favorite top bands of all time is Overkill Taking Over. This album is definitely my favorite one. Didn't make the top one for this year, though, for that year, for 1987, because I'm losing track here. But it's a great one. I mean, The Night of the Cross, Wrecking Crew, Fatal Swallow, Power Surge. It's a great album. So these are honorable mentions for that. And the number one for 1987 is Legacy from Testament. I absolutely love this debut. It's one of the best debut thrash albums to me of all time. It's just, every song is just a freaking banger, and it's just an awesome album. Over the Wall, The Haunting, oh my god, Raging Waters, Love Curse of Legion, that's my favorite song by them. First Strike is Deadly. It's a great Apocalyptic City. It was really hard to put the Overkill, but this is a fantastic debut. I had to put it number one for that year. Let's slide the next stack over here as we go into 1988. And two honorable mentions here, or near misses. South of Heaven from Slayer. Another great one from there, the third album. Slowed it down a little bit from Rain and Blood. Love South of Heaven. Love Behind the Crooked Cross. And Spill the Blood. Excuse me. Awesome stuff. But that's honorable mention. And then Eternal Nightmare, Violence. Another fantastic debut from them. Very short catalog, but debut is great. Eternal Nightmare and Serial Killer. What's the great song? Bodies on Bodies. That was it. Great tune. That's honorable mention. But my number one, which you might be surprised is number one, but it's Nuclear Assault Survive. First one I got by them. I love this one. That's why it's number one. It's one of my favorite ones by them. Rise from the Ashes, Brazen Wash. It's a short album. Survive. Fight to be Free. It's a great album. Even I don't mind the cover of the Zeppelin tune on this one. So there you go. But Survive, love the album cover too. So Survive from Nuclear Assault. Nuclear Assault is my 1988. Is my favorite one from that year. Then we move on to 1989. And two honorable mentions, another ones that was hard to pick. But the Exodus, Fabulous Disaster. Great one though. One of my favorite ones by them still. And it's my second favorite probably. Well, it is. And I love Toxic Waltz. That's what got me into the band, really. Lowrider, Cajun Hell. I don't mind Lowrider either, I'm saying. Corruption, great stuff there. Honorable mention, no. And this one, another one, pains me to put this one not at number one, but it's Sodom, Agent Orange. Love this one too. Tired and Red. Azkaban, Baptism of Fire. I love the tank cover. Don't Walk Away. Honorable mention, a great one, but it didn't beat out this one at a very long shot. Overkill. The Years of Decay, another masterpiece by them. Jersey band, like I said, love Overkill. But Time to Kill, Elimination, I hate. Great tune there. Who Tends to Fire, The Years of Decay, Evil Never Dies, great tunes there. So I had to put this one number one for that year. I had to. I couldn't not. So that's the best one for 1989. We get to 1990. 2 honorable mentions for that. That one was easy for the top one, but the other two, no slouches. Suicidal Tendencies, Lights, Camera, Revolution. I mean, geez, just for You Can't Bring Me Down is a great tune. Alone, lovely. Send Me Your Money, love it there. And this one, another one, freaking fantastic album. Annihilator's second album, Never Neverland, with the late Coburn Farr, rest in peace to Coburn. And every song is great. Even the Kraft Dinner song is a goofy song, but it's great. I mean, Road to Ruin, 6 and 7s, Never Neverland, Reduced to Ash, I Am in Command, freaking awesome album. Awesome. But it didn't beat out Megadeth's Rest in Peace, number one for that year. Can't. It's just a perfect album. My tweet's almost, people think it's almost perfect because of Dawn Patrol, but I think it's pretty much almost perfect too. One of my favorite ones. So, just again, Holy Wars and Hangar 18 is kind of overdone, but Take No Prisoners is my favorite, and I love Lucretia. Rest in Peace, the Polaris song. Great classic one from Megadeth for 1990. All right, going to 1991. I'm kind of zipping this along pretty quick, huh? Okay, and 2 honorable mentions, another 2 really great ones. Time Does Not Heal from Dark Angel. I always like this one. People, I don't think like this one as much as as I do maybe, but I always put honorable mentions. It's honorable mentions. I love it. Pain, Intervention, Madness, Act of Contrition, New Priesthood. Love it. Had to be on there. And Mental Vortex from Coroner. Always loved this one too. One of my favorite ones by them too. It's just they got more technical, and I love this one. I mean, Metamorphosis is my favorite song on this one, so I'm pain's been not putting this song on here number one either. But my number one is again, oh wow, another Overkill, Horoscope. It's a great album, another fantastic one. Nice follow up to the last one. Coma, Infectious, Bare Bones. I love the cover of Frankenstein. Don't even mind that. Solitude, Nice Day for Funeral. Had to put this one for 1991. And we have a 1992. And how are we doing this one? Okay, we're doing maybe another one. Well, this one first. An obvious pick for an honorable mention, but it's Megadeth's Countdown to Extinction. Their Black Album, which I think done way better than the Black Album from Metallica. But this one's a really excellent one. I mean, I just love it. Count of Honor, Ashes in Your Mouth, Last Be Dirt, Skin in My Teeth. It's a great one, but it's an honorable mention. As is this one, which you might be surprised on, Kill After Kill from Exciter. Kind of a comeback after they got rid of them. They had a singer for the last album for the Exciter self-title, and they got this one back. The production's not the greatest on this album, but I absolutely love it. And Reign of Terror, No Life, No Future, Cold-Blooded Murder. But that's not number one. What's number one? Demolition Hammer, Epidemic of Violence, their second album, and it's a freaking awesome thrash, almost death metal album, kind of, but really good, really one of my favorite ones. So I had to put this on number one for Epidemic of Violence, Demolition Hammer. So just for the songs alone, Skull Fracture, Nightmare. Oh my God, so many. Carnivorous Obsession, Omnivore, Aborticide, great stuff there though. So that's my number one for 1992, and those are my favorite thrash albums from each year, from 1983 to 1992. Tell me what you think in the comments. What do you think? Because there's so many I could have picked, and there's so many others I didn't pick that you probably, why did you pick that one? But it's my list. I want to hear your list in the comments. Tell me. Again, I love hearing from you guys. And that's it. That's my video. I hope you liked it. Again, thanks to all the new people that subscribe. I hope you like this kind of stuff too, and stick around. And if you like what you hear, more people, please like and subscribe and comment. All that fun stuff. And we'll see you next time, guys. Have a great weekend. Keep rocking metal alive. Take it easy.